Hi there, Colleen Sabakbar with Trinity Advocacy Group. I wanted to answer another frequently asked question that we get, and this has to do with our fiduciary services. And the question has to do with whether or not people can sort of just have us in the background without becoming actively involved right away with Trinity, because maybe you don't need our services right now. So let me start by saying fiduciary services includes legal roles that we will fulfill, and you name us in your documents with your attorney. We don't draft those documents. Your attorney will draft those documents for you. And we can become your power of attorney for property, power of attorney for health, but that's not really a fiduciary role. That's more under the care management side, and that's a different FAQ. Also, trustee of a trust, administrator or executor of an estate, or guardian of the estate. And so sometimes people have a spouse, but then they don't have any children or children that they want to name in any of these roles should something happen to their spouse. And so the question we oftentimes get is, well, can we just put you in as a placeholder? And the answer is yes. And the answer is not just yes, but the law allows for that. The documents allow for that. So you can name us in a successor, what's called a successor role. So think of the root word of that is succession. We would, if you named your spouse, for example, as your primary decision maker, something happens to him or her temporarily or permanently, and then you want somebody to be able to act on your behalf because you want to give voice to those decisions that you worked really hard to put into these documents and memorialize in these documents. But now you don't have anybody to give voice to those if your primary and preferred person is no longer a part of your life for whatever the reason. So then you would name Trinity Advocacy Group in the documents with your attorney, provided that you and your attorney agree that that's a good fit for you. And you would usually have a conversation with me or one of my colleagues about why that's a good decision, perhaps, or something you should consider. Why having Trinity Advocacy Group as that backup person in the event that something happens to your primary or preferred person is a good idea. Then no money changes hands. We don't need to get paid if we're not being called to act. So that's just something for you to have on the back burner. You're putting a lot of time and a lot of effort into making these plans, into drafting a will, into drafting a trust, into thinking about who should be that power of attorney for property and make those decisions for you, or that power of attorney for healthcare. And if we can be a part of that, we do that now for many clients. And I am very proud of the way that we're able to adhere to the documents, the way you've drafted them carefully. It's our roadmap to being able to give voice to what is important to you. It's not whether or not we agree with it. It's not whether or not we would make those decisions personally. It's what's important to you. And our job, and our only job, is to listen to those documents and make sure that your wishes are executed the way that you laid them out. So if we can be helpful to you as a primary or a successor agent, we're very honored to do that and happy to give you more information about how we would do that. Feel free to give us a call and learn more about that by reaching us at 331-901-5945 or visit us at www.trinityadvocacygroup.com. Thank you so much.